In this video, we'll show you how to create an email engagement triggers feature. To create an email engagement triggers feature, first thing we're going to do is find the feature. So we'll search engage, and then you see here, the feature pops right up. We'll go ahead and click on add feature. And once the feature loads, it's going to ask us for a couple things. First thing we need to answer is which email field are we going to check? So which email field are we checking to see if they've engaged with? Typically, this is going to be email 1, but as you can see, we do have different options for all of your email fields that you have in your application. And then here, we've got an option to pick if you want to reset the tags or not. Now, by default, this is triggered to off, which means we do not reset these tags to nothing every time that you rerun the feature. So if someone goes through this, they get a couple of these tags, and then you run them through it again, we won't remove those previous tags. But if you do want us to remove those previous tags, then just go ahead and toggle this to on. So then we'll go ahead and pick which tags we want to apply to people depending on how engaged or unengaged they are. So here, what tag do we want to apply if they were engaged? Let's do engaged last 30. What about if they were unengaged for the last 30 to 60 days? So we can just go ahead and pick each tag that we want applied for each particular time frame. You can do as few or as many of these as you want. You don't have to do all of them. Some people only care about the first 30 and then 90 plus. Maybe they don't care about anything in between. So unengaged new, unengaged old, never contacted. So this is going to be your basic email engagement tagging. Now under the advanced options, we do have other options that you can configure if you want. These are of course optional, so you don't have to do all of them. You can store the number of days since a contact was last engaged, last sent an email, or created. That's going to store it as a whole number, and you can pick your fields from these lists here. You can also tag by email status. So if you want to know if they're single, opt-in, double opt-in, confirmed, etc., you can create a unique tag for each one of these statuses, or only create tags for the statuses you care about, or you don't even have to tag anyone at all. But you can pick and choose which tags you want to apply. Once you do that, you can turn on this bulk update options down here. This is essentially our scheduling. So if this is off, the email engagement triggers feature will only run when you trigger it inside of plus this. If you want it to run on a schedule, maybe once a month, then you'll want to go ahead and toggle this to be on, and then you will pick if you want to run people against a specific tag, or if you want to run your entire database through it. If you decide you want to pick a tag, so maybe I have a tag called run engagement on these people. So then I know that anyone who happens to have this tag at a specific time, and let's maybe we'll do this monthly, on the first of every month at 1 a.m. I want to run the email engagement triggers feature against everyone with this tag. Then that would just happen once a month on the first of every month. Of course, you can toggle this back to do the entire database, or if you don't even want scheduling at all, you can just turn this off. The very last thing for us to do is to name the feature, email engagement, and then hit save. And that is how you create an email engagement triggers feature.